Another segment on Teddy. The book, for those of you who bought it, has some beautiful stuff in it, and it was Teddy and Me is a rare glimpse into the life of one of America's most popular talk radio hosts, as the cover says. Come along for the ride as Savage and his best friend explore the streets of San Francisco as they ride the Tedivator and read bedtime stories together. If you've ever wondered how the conservative icon who can go from zero to enraged in a matter of seconds has kept his sanity in an insane world, this book has the answer. Well, it's not an answer, it's the answers. And I'm going to read you a little bedtime story from it. It's probably my best children's story. I've written many of them. You don't know that part of me. I write children's stories. I've only published none of them, except this one. And it's wrapped inside the Teddy and Me book on page 59. It's called, well, I don't know what it's called. Teddy and the Bears, I think. And I'm going to read it to you. So get your children around the radio. That's the one in the middle of the book with me in a pair of pajamas reading a newspaper with a loaded shotgun on the bed, with Teddy actually staring at the gun like, Dad, what the hell is that thing in the bed? I've never seen it before. It was a phase of my life during Obama's presidency where I slept with a loaded shotgun in the bed. And here's how the story goes. In the forest there lived some bears, but they were a lost tribe of little bears, very little bears. Whenever someone passed by, they hid, and so no one had ever seen them. In the village, there were hunting dogs, big hunting dogs that hated bears. They were called poodles. Everyone thought they were cute because they smiled as poodles do, but they were bred to hunt, not to smile. In this village, there was a kindly old man who loved both dogs and bears. He cried every time the hunters came home with a bear, so he decided to help both bears and dogs. First, he found the smallest of the poodles. Then he secretly married the little poodle to another little poodle, and they had 7 small baby poodles. Then he went back into the forest and found an abandoned baby bear that was left behind after his mama was taken by the hunters. He took the baby bear home and introduced her to the small baby poodles. They all played together in Mr. Kindly's cottage. Then one day the old man thought, what's going to happen to them when I'm gone? Who will take care of them? Mr. Kindly decided he would keep choosing from the smallest of these little bears and the smallest of these dogs and help them have babies. Years later, when Mr. Kindly was gone, and his small cottage sat abandoned in the deep forest, a group of school children on a field trip stumbled upon it. They slowly tiptoed in. As they looked around, they found torn and yellowed scraps of pictures showing the kindly old man surrounded by little dogs and little bears, all cozy together around a warm fire in the hearth. The children's teacher wondered where all those cute, furry animals came from and where they went. Deep in the forest, there was a huge, huge tree whose trunk was wider than an elephant. It was more than 200 years old. In this tree was a little door carved near the foot of the trunk. This door led to a cave, which spread out forever and a mile, and only God in heaven could see where the endless cave led. Somewhere beyond this tree, there is a world where tiny bears and tiny poodles sit together, sipping on honey leaves no human has ever seen, that give all the nutrition needed for kindly bears and kindly dogs to live forever and a day. I think that's enough of the schmaltz for the day.